we are ready to hit the road. We're getting packed. I'm getting my solar in the RV, in the car, because we have to bring all our old solar stuff from our travel trailer, and it's going to be awesome. We're going to have solar. I'm so excited. Packing all our solar stuff, which we have in boxes for our solar install. This is my Pure Waste sine inverter, which is huge. I don't know how that's going to work, but the guy says that he can manage to get this old one in for me. This is pretty heavy. I'm going to put a lot of weight on my RV, but we'll see what happens with the weight. We'll just have to up our airbag, our air shocks. Yes. One more box, right?
Yeah, we just got one more box, which is the
Wi-Fi Ranger. Yay! So this is some stuff that I have here. Then I got more cables and wires. A lot of this stuff we won't use because remember my trailer is 28 feet, so a lot of this stuff. And that's the Wi-Fi Ranger Elite Pack. Okay guys, so I just want to show you, I'm under my dinette pulling out the stuff that's in the storage down here. I have a good amount of storage here. This is where we're going to be putting our inverter, and the pure sine wave inverter, and all my solar stuff is going to actually, pretty sure it's going to be going in here. I don't know any other place where it's going to go. So I'm taking out the stuff that I have here. It looks like it's not very big. It'll probably hold 2 batteries. I'm going to be bringing the 2 panels with me because one panel is going to be mine. It's going to be the one that I'm using, which has 390 watts, which is more than enough for me and Christian. Remember, there's 2 people on here. We both use computers. We both have phones we have to charge. We both, you know, I might be busy. He wants to watch TV or something like that. There is a vacuum that we have to plug in. We also want to see if we can run our refrigerator off of solar like we used to during the time that we're driving instead of off the DC. So, I mean, that's something that we're going to let the installer decide what he's going to do. So, basically, I know nothing about what's going to happen. I just know I'm bringing my stuff. And then the other panel that I have, I'm going to let him have it because of the work that he's doing. So, we're actually trading stuff. I'm going to give him that, and I'm probably going to give him, I have 4 batteries, and I'm probably going to keep 2. So, a lot of the stuff that I have left over, I'm going to be giving it to him because it's fairly new, and he could use it for his rig or use it as an install it on somebody else's and make money off of that install with the equipment already. So that's another way to work with somebody on the road. If you're limited on money, or you can trade off on certain things that you have. Okay guys, so I'm packing for our solar trip, and when I did it on my app, and I showed you what I put on the window to cover strings, but what happened was I didn't have the Velcro to attach it, and I didn't have time to screw it in, so it was temporary fixed with some putty. And the day that it fell off, on Christian's side, not my side, because I make sure that mine are always up, Missy got to the blinds. So I just unscrewed the blinds. It's really easy. There's a screw up at the top, and I just unscrewed it with the drill. And we're just going to leave them here. If the blinds are going to cost me $60 every time that the string breaks, it's not even worth it at this point. I mean, I could sell them. I don't really need them. I know there are people out there who are looking for blinds like that. So on this particular trip, I am going to put a tension rod there. I am going to put a small curtain there and see how that works out for us. And if that works out for us, that might be a better option because of the cat hair. These blinds are fabric, and they do attract hair and dust. And that way, with a regular curtain that I could just close and open, we can remove them and wash them, which I really like. And that's what I'm thinking about right now. Okay guys, so I have some fabric left over in my house, and I have some of these little old-fashioned from the pleated curtains that this kind of setup, see here, and they're very different from these that I have here because these clip on, but these actually pinch in. But my fabric is very thin, so I can use those. Those were my Armando's wife's sewing kit, so I'm gonna have to spend money. I don't have to, because basically that's gonna be inside of here, and if it's gonna do the same purpose of, you know, closing and opening, then I'm not gonna even bother with the with that, because I don't know if this is going to work out. So I'm going to use what I have, and later on if I want to buy something or whatever, then I'll do that. But for right now, this is what I'm going to do. So yeah, I'm going to get to it. What I've done is I've cut the fabric because it was a long fabric. I've cut it to make sure that it's already hemmed on the bottom, so I don't even have to bother. What I've done is I've basically just taken the fabric, folded it over with the raw side in the back, and that's going to go like that, and that's going to be facing the back. So I'm folding it over, and then I take this little thing here, this little thing, and then I'm just going to put it through here. Okay. So there's my two ends right now, right there. So what I'm going to continue folding it over, and then I'm going to fold this end now. I'm going to fold it in the middle, so that's about the middle. I'm going to do this one, and then I'm going to fill in my other two sides. So now I have a curtain, and I'm going to go all the way up to the top, and there's my curtain. So let's see, because it's rubbing on the top of the valance and it doesn't slide well, so I'm just going to be adjusting it here, bring it out a little bit more to the middle. See, the thing is, he can slide it like that, or he can slide it even this way, out of his way. Prefer him to slide it there because we do have this. These are the ones that come with the windowsills with the pull. So because the space is so small here, if we decide that we're going to keep this system instead of putting the blinds back, I'm going to go ahead and remove this when I get back from my trip, because this is always in the way here where the litter box is. It's just a pain. And actually that string here where the litter box is a big problem every time we have to clean the litter box. It just gets in his way. So this is just easy. I mean, this is so simple. He can just go up here. You know, he still has a breeze coming in. Missy can actually get in here under this and poke her head if she wants to. If he wants privacy, but she wants to look out, well, I mean, there's still breeze blowing with the other nightshades that I have over there. And once it's closed, I don't get a good breeze. But with this, I have my privacy and I have my breeze. So this is temporary for now. When I come back, I'll probably want to hem that little piece there. I'll probably want to hem that and do that a little bit nicer, but for now this trip is going to work. And I really like that. I don't think we need blinds, and this is easy to wash. I can just bleach this, clean it, keep it clean. It's here near the litter box, so I'll probably want to chlorine bleach that. Yep, I like it, and it looks really pretty. I love the look of anything that's more feminine or prettier, or anything that's homier. I love, so I do like this a lot. And something tells me when I get back, I'm going to be taking those out. And I got lots of fabric. So we'll stay tuned and we'll see what happens. So this is transparent enough that I can actually even see through there. If you can see. I mean, I know you can't because it's for the light, but that's what it looks like. He can slide it open to look and just pull it closed. That lets in the light. And I still have privacy. So it's got stripes. It's got like really... It's got like light and dark stripes in it, if you see. It has a kind of like a beachy look. And then I cut it on the side that has the hem on the curtain, so I didn't even have to hem that. I love it. On to the next project. So I want to show you what I'm doing with the closets, because this is my favorite way to organize, is containers. And because my closets here in the bunk are very small and I can't hang anything, the best way and the most useful way, and you're going to think not, is with containers. And I'm telling you, this is the best way, because if I have a stack of clothes right here piled up, and I've done this when I started with this RV, I did this. I piled up a whole bunch of clothes here, and every time I had to get something, you know, things will fall, they'd slide around, and then I have to refold things, and I don't want to do that. I just want to go and grab something. So see, I have this basket. These collapsible baskets from the Dollar Tree are great, because they're very thin. They contain my stuff in one space. If I need a shirt, I can sit here comfortably, go like this, and actually this is where his underwear is, so I can just fumble through here. The other reason that I like these so much is because when I put them in, they're not a hard container where I'm going to have trouble with the size. So something like this is small, but if it's like this one, which is just large, it's easy bendable, so I can get it in there. I can get it in there before I put the clothes in, because it's bendable and it can actually get in, and then I can put my stuff in there. So this is why I love this, because this opening is small. This container is bigger than that. But when I can collapse them, I can put them in collapsed, open it up, set it up in here, make use of this whole space here. So right now, if I have to get clothes, you know, I don't have to be rummaging through a whole bunch of stuff. I can just go right here and just flip through the pants. These are all his shorts and his pants that he's gonna wear. So that's nice. The other thing I like about this, it leaves me space. All this tons of space in the back where he can put books, and he can put a jacket back there. He's gonna bring a jacket. And then here he has a pair of sweatpants and a long sleeve shirt. If he gets cold at night, it's easily reachable for him. Now I have all of this space here. What are you gonna do with all of this space unless you're stacking clothes up to here? But if you stack clothes up to here, how are you gonna get to the other stuff? How are you gonna utilize the space in the back? These kind of containers are great, because now I can bring this container of t-shirts, and what I do is I roll them like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can get 7, and I can get another layer of shirts. So I got 7 and 7. I can have 14, 2 weeks worth of clothing for travel of just shirts. Okay, and I still have lots of space. So now what I can do is I can put this container back there, and if I had another one of those containers, I can put another one, or smaller or slimmer one, over here, and then would have another container. So I can be actually stacking just containers and containers. By stacking containers, I get more use out of this entire space than I would if I was just folding clothes in there. If I was folding, it'd be a total mess in there every single time I had to pull something out, because this is deeper than it is wide. So if you had shirts, you'd probably be only utilizing half of the space, and in the back you'd have tons of space left over. Using this system that I have showed you will utilize the space better. This big heavy jacket is going to go in that space behind the container that otherwise wouldn't have been utilized. Okay, so here's what I did is his jacket is in the back underneath, and then over that I'm able to put that container. So if I was going out this summer and going to be 4 or 5 months on the road, I can add another container here and a shorter container here on the top as well. So I can have multiple containers holding much more clothing than what I normally would if I just folded a couple of pieces in there. And the same thing here. Next time on Simply RVing, we attempt to put the solar panels inside my rig. Hey guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.